Hi guys, I'm Eileen. So this is a Q&A video. I've got quite a lot of questions from you guys, so I've picked about 14 to answer. Hopefully you'll get to know me a bit better. Before I start, I just want to give you an update about a video that I posted a while ago. So basically, I was contemplating if I should keep certain items in my collection. So first of all, I've sold my Hermes Lindy 26 and I think I've done the right thing. The new owner loves the bag and I'm sure she'll use it a lot more than I did. I've also decided to not sell my Rolex. It's a beautiful gift from my husband, so I've decided to keep it. Next is the Cartier Just on Glue bracelet. I've decided to let it go, so if you're interested, please get in touch. So now without further ado, let's get started with the Q&A. Question 1. Where did you grow up and why do you live in the UK? I'm born and bred in Malaysia. I'm from quite a big family. I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers. My background is quite humble, so even as a child, I knew I had to work hard to get a better life. I came to the UK when I was about 18 years old on a scholarship to study for my degree. I then met my husband. We decided it's easier for me to stay here than him moving to Malaysia because of the language barriers, and I've lived in the UK for about 17 years now. Question 2. You have a funny accent. Where are you from? So yes, I'm from Malaysia, and Malaysia is a multiracial country, so typically Malaysians speak quite a few languages. I speak Hokkien with my family, and I learned my Cantonese from watching Hong Kong movies, and then I started picking up Chinese and Malay in school. English was never really the main language taught in school. In fact, I only started speaking English when I was about 16 years old when I went to a boarding school. So yes, I do still have a heavy accent, and I think it bothers some people who come across my videos. I try not to take it personally because even my little boy does try to correct my pronunciation sometimes, but I am learning every day and trying to get better. Question 3. Did you plan to only have one child? Do you plan to have more children? I never thought about family planning, but 3 years after we got married, we decided to get pregnant. Being a mom is challenging, but having Isaac, my little boy, is the biggest blessing in my life. He's taught me so much. I'm very thankful and content with my little family, but if the universe decides I should be a mom again, I will take the offer happily. Question 4. How did you meet your husband and the 3 characteristics you admire about him? I met my husband because he's a friend of a friend. We started dating and a year later we're married. I'm a very lucky woman because he's very supportive, patient and understanding. If there's something I want to do, try or buy, he's always by my side supporting me. Like this YouTube channel, I just told him one day out of the blue that I wanted to film my first video, and he just went, "Go for it, you will do very well." Along the way, he's always helping me with my editing and filming. I know it sounds like a cliche, but he's truly my best friend. Question 5. How to pick the best size Chanel bag? Price versus size, or according to body size or bag size preference, because they are so expensive. I would say go for the one that you absolutely love, even if other people think it's too big or too small on you. I'm a big believer that a handbag has to fit your personal needs, and no one knows you better than you. Also, I would not suggest to settle for a cheaper option. Instead, save up a bit longer or look into the pre-loved market. I mean, buying a cheaper Chanel is still a lot of money, so you might as well buy what you actually love. Question 6. If you can only have 3 bags, which brands would you choose and which 3 models? I would choose my Hermes Birkin 25, Kelly 28 and the Louis Vuitton Mini Palm Springs backpack. Question 7. Do you like to travel and which destinations would you like to visit? Yes, I love traveling and I would love to travel to Japan. I heard it's fantastic for shopping, but I'm more interested in their food and culture. My dream is to travel from city to city and really explore the country for months. Question 8. What's your typical daily routine as a mom? I wake up at 6 every day, get Isaac ready for school, go to work, come home, cook and wash, and then get Isaac to bed. By then it's 8 o'clock. I then have about 2 hours for myself to do things like video editing, reading and relaxing. On the weekends, I try to plan for the week ahead. So for example, I will do meal planning for the entire week before heading out for food shopping. I also make sure all the clothing are ironed and ready. I think a lot of working mums can relate to this. Life can be hectic, but at the same time it's rewarding and fulfilling. Question 9. Are there any luxury brands that you don't currently own but like to purchase in the future? I'm very interested in getting a Goyard clutch bag, and in terms of jewelry, I'm quite interested in the more contemporary brands like Susan Calan and Jennifer Meyer. Many of you know I love my jewelry, and this year I'm beginning to look outside the very famous brands like Cartier and Tiffany & Co. In fact, I will not be surprised to add a piece of jewelry from Susan Calan to my collection in the future. Question 10. Which brands have you received the best and worst customer service from? I've received really good customer service from most luxury brands, but I did have quite an unpleasant experience in the Chanel store in Harrods in London. So you know, in Chanel stores, there are these clear display counters with small leather goods and jewelry in them. So one day I was in the Chanel store in Harrods with my husband, and I got really excited when I saw this handbag without realizing that I was actually standing behind the counter, but it wasn't really the till. So anyway, this sales associate came to us pretty quickly and said something along the line, "Go back out there, don't come beyond this line." He was being quite hostile and I was taken aback, to be honest. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. He was probably just having a bad day, but I did leave the store pretty quickly. Question 11. How do you plan your wish list every year, and how much budget is reasonable to spend? How do you save for your wish list items? Is it weekly or monthly? I love having a wish list because I can really focus my energy on doing research on these items to see if they will work for me. Plus, it really helps to reduce impulse spending. For me, if you've taken care of your money goals and responsibilities, it's quite okay to splurge on yourself a bit. I've actually done a video about this before, so I will leave a link somewhere here for you. But essentially, I save before I spend, so every month, a percentage of my paycheck is taken off for investing and saving. I then live on the rest as if I had a pay cut. I then pay for my daily expenses, and whatever that's left is my guilt-free money for shopping. Question 12. How do you know when to pull the trigger if you have several items on your wish list and they all go on sale? I will quite likely go for pieces that I know I will wear a lot because I'm all about cost per wear. I might also go for something that I don't yet have in my wardrobe. For example, I've been wanting a fur coat for a while, so if one of my wishlist pieces goes on sale, I will jump on it. Question 13. Why don't you wear a watch? I don't tend to wear watches and I'm not quite sure why, but I am trying to wear my Rolex a bit more now. I think it's just like how I prefer bangles to bracelets, and it's something I can't really explain. Question 14. I love jewelry. However, just like you, I can't wear them to work every day. How do you justify the cost per wear if you can only wear them on the weekends? I'm challenged with this, so I would love to hear your opinion. There are a few pieces of jewelry that I wear every day. For example, my Cartier love ring and my Van Cleef necklace. The other pieces in my collection are rotated quite frequently. I think the key is to have a good balance. I mean, if you can't change the nature of your job, but you still really like jewelry, keeping your collection reasonable might be the answer. There you have it. That's my Q&A video. There are about 14 questions, so I hope the video is not too long. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!